A quick video, just a video about my experience on board Super Yacht working as a chef. Last year, for the last 2 years prior, I was working as a Super Yacht chef on a private yacht for 2 seasons in the summer in the Med, based around Mallorca and Cannes, south of France, French Riviera and Balearic Islands. I did that. Obviously started around June 2022. So it was that seasonal. I did that season and then I did a season after on the same boat. How did I find the experience? I found it to be a good one as a chef. Good chance to hone my skills, good chance to open my mind, see how the other half live and be inspired more than anything, especially with the person that I was working with. But there was also things that I learned for myself in dealing with people, and managing people, being around people, living with people in a small environment, such as a 40-meter boat. The crew areas aren't so big as it's more obviously catered towards the guest experience. But what I learned about myself is the importance of having a support network, having your own back, and working with people is a very difficult thing in itself. It's a skill in itself that has to be learned and understood when you're in a position I was in as a sole chef on board a super yacht, cooking for crew and the guests. At the end of the day, everyone loves food, everyone wants food, everyone gets hungry. So you're having to cater for different needs for different people. If people are vegan, people are vegetarian, people are pescatarian, people like the chicken breast to have no bone in or whatever it may be. There's always these requirements and obligations that you're required to do for crew. But there's a fine line dealing with crew, and this is for any advice of anyone getting into the season or who's getting into the yachting industry as a chef. Just you got to stand your ground, and people want to take advantage sometimes, and that's something that you have to stand firm on as a chef on board these yachts, because it is only you in your department in the galley, whereas other departments, whether it be interior, the deck, or the captain and the first mate, everyone's got their own team. They've got a buddy, you're there as a sole chef by yourself. People are difficult, and that was one thing that I learned. It's just to be headstrong in your own belief. Do the best you can do, cook the best you can, and try and cater for all without, damaging and hindering your own progress, because you've got a skill as a chef, you've got a skill as most people have got engineering skills and backgrounds and different things, but being a chef takes a bit of artistic flair, takes a bit of creativity, and it takes a while to become a chef and to be able to cook good food. People think it's easy, and it certainly isn't. It's something that requires years of training, and I think when you're dealing with people who are not from that background, they take that for granted, and that's just something to be aware of, and obviously not let it get to you. But that's what I kind of learned. Any advice I would give to people going into yachts: if you want to earn your money, it's best to just keep your mouth shut and not ask any questions. Get on with your job, do the best you can, focus on the food, and do it like that. So that was predominantly my experience. That's what I took from it. Financially, it's a great thing to do. If you're in comparison to working on land in the UK, for instance, what I was doing prior, I was making double the amount of money tax-free working on these boats. Financial choice, yes, it's definitely a better one to make. If you're single, you haven't got family or anything like that, it's definitely a good thing to do where you can stack some cash. But with that comes with responsibility, because you're earning this new money. It's very easy to go with your crew members or whoever it may be, to go into the nearest port town and splash out. And these port towns are usually geared up where the yacht's pulling up to is the prices are going to be high. So be aware of that. Try and hold on to your money. Try not to buy all the drinks. Try not to, overindulge. Keep an eye on your finances. Try and save as much as you can, because it's not going to last forever, the job itself. So take what you can from it, especially in the chef roles I was in. It was a seasonal role, so you can look at it starting from day one to the end. Save as much money as you can, and hopefully at the end of it you'll have a chunk of money which you can put into something else. So that was the few things that I took from that. The finances being, important, and maybe something I would have done differently, just for the fact of how I was conducting myself. I guess I've matured a bit since then. I would definitely recommend not drinking, just staying away from alcohol. just for the fact of, you know, that's one thing working on these boats, that people can kind of use that against you, having a drink, being drunk, or being hungover, or being out at a certain time. And you've got responsibilities on a boat, whether it may be watch keeping, being on a curfew. There's certain responsibilities that you have, and the thing of what yachting is actually about, it's to excel yourself in service as a chef. Or this is something that I've become aware of. I know a lot of chefs coming through the industry, going into the industry with cafe backgrounds, or, you know, not high-end backgrounds, which we should do. So it is my recommendation just to at least go and see like a high level of service, go and work in a Michelin star restaurant for a week or two, just to kind of open your eyes a bit and get into the game. And the owners of the guests, they'll have connections. They might sponsor you to set up a restaurant if that's your dream, if that's what you want, and if you want to show that and put that across in your food and you cook it. Just enjoy the experience as much as you can, but like I said, treat it as work, treat it as a chance to make some big money, and see where it takes you. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's just a little different segment, and I hope you enjoyed the photos and the videos on screen of my experience over the last 2 years. And if you're going for it, yeah, go hard, and I hope you have a great season. So all the best. Thank you for tuning in, and like and subscribe, Alpha Chef SK, and I'll be uploading more content in the near future. My other channel is Northern Alpha SK, so check that out as well. The links are in the bio down below, or in the caption down below. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great season, and make lots of money, tips, and whatever else. Have a good time. Enjoy the sunshine. All the best. Alpha Chef SK. See you later.